So we have a definition of the word toxin. This is from the Oxford Living Dictionary. It's a poison of plant or animal origin, especially one produced by or derived from microorganisms and acting as an antigen, which means a harmful substance in the body. And the important thing to realise about toxins is that one of the things they do is they stimulate our natural defence mechanisms. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Something comes along that could potentially be a threat, our bodies are actually empowered with the ability to deal with it, okay? So it's only when we start to get a little bit under the weather, maybe not so, our systems are not functioning so efficiently, we're maybe a little bit run down, we get insufficiency, as we say, of immunity and elimination, and this potentially creates an emergency for us. Body systems must either cope, i.e. tolerate or compensate, or else fail. And very simply, we would say acute symptoms, that's anything that comes up suddenly, many times it just go away of its own accord, because the body does the job and then the emergency is over. But acute symptoms like redness and sweating and pain and swelling, inflammation, are evidence of the body's attempt to fight off potential pathogens. Okay, so it's really important naturopathic principle, this. Symptoms, particularly acute symptoms, are evidence of the body's intelligence at work. Whereas chronic symptoms, that's where a symptom doesn't manage to, the job that the body's trying to do doesn't get done, and so it keeps on trying, and eventually ends up compensating in some way. So chronic systems are evidence of tolerance and compensation. Now the word tolerance sounds very positive, and it is, if we didn't do this, then we would be in a sorry state indeed. But that word tolerance means it puts up with the situation. So it puts up with an accumulated load of toxins or unwanted elements in the body, okay? And it compensates for them. So they're going to weigh things down, they're going to slow things down. The body is sort of said, well, we'll put it over there, for example, and then we don't have to think about it too much. It compensates. Very often when we get lumps, tumours, cysts, etc., which are evidence of chronic disease patterns. This is the body isolating toxins, putting it somewhere where it's perhaps not going to get in the way so much, and trying to continue with its metabolic processes. So what are these toxins? They could be the natural byproducts of our own normal metabolism, the acidic breakdown products of food, such as lactic and uric acid, for example. Very much exacerbated by poor diet, processed foods, refined foods, too much sugar, too much alcohol, damaged fats, which is fats that have been very highly heated and they've changed their chemical structure so that they're actually, in many ways, they could be even carcinogenic. Drugs, alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, obviously, poor quality air and water, and then environmental toxins such as pollutants, heavy metals, microbial toxins, bacteria, funguses, and viruses, for example. All of these things can be contained within that heading of toxins. And lastly, stress and emotional negativity. This is a really important source of toxins, mainly because stress prevents your body from functioning efficiently, and therefore we tend to get that situation where organs not working properly, not working up to par to do their job of clearing the toxins, so then we get a sort of toxic load starting to build up.